Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Hello and welcome to today's Jworld Hangout. I'm your host. My name is Kasaya J, and I'm the Digital Media Specialist for Jworld Global. And joining me today, we have our Director of Technical Services, Mr. Bill Harris. Hello, Bill.
Well, good morning, Kasai. It's great to see you, or good afternoon if you're on the East Coast with me here. Good to be with everybody.
So good to have you here. Very exciting call lined up for you guys. If you're watching from hangouts.jworldglobal.com, let us know where you're tuning in from. Leave your questions and comments in the sidebar. Today's agenda, why Jmobile? So Jmobile 101. Bill and I are going to tell you from conception to manifestation what happened with Jmobile, why we created it, and where it's going. How to download and log in, where to find Jmobile, your business snapshot, social media integration, and sharing your daily optimism and our fantastic videos created by our beautiful marketing department, your optimism and video library, how to text out a video to your prospects, very important. We're also going to show you how to personalize your messages, points out intuitive features inside of Jmobile that you may not know exist, and also how Jmobile syncs with your JOffice and your My Leads area. So we're going to be really focused on tutorial in the beginning of this call. Bill is actually going to show you his phone, and we're going to walk through and show you how to. So very detailed how to. And then at the end of the call, we're going to do a Q&A. So while you're watching, feel free to leave your questions in the sidebar. We will address those. Also, I just want to point out that our tutorial today is going to be done on an iPhone, but there are very, very slight differences in the way that you do things on an iPhone as opposed to how you do them on an Android. And so toward the end of the call, I will have Bill just kind of touch on that subject matter to help you guys out. So again, it's January 17th, 2015. Thank you so much for tuning in with us. Very excited to share this information with you all. So to kick things off, we're talking why Jmobile. So it's funny, Bill, because I remember when we were in the conference room, we had all the staff there, and we were like, man, if our company had an app, what would we want it to do? Like, why would we want to create something like this? And so it was really fun to just kind of sit with the entire staff, listen to some of our top income earners or top distributors in the company, their feedback, and just say, okay, if we had something, this is what we would need for it to do. And so we're very proud to bring you Jmobile, and we want to talk to you a little bit about the concept behind it. So Bill, I'm going to turn it over to you to kind of fill us in on that day. I want you to tell our viewers a little bit about your thinking too, because you're more of the technology side. So it's interesting, Bill and I can bounce off of one another as he brings a very technical and a detailed side, and I can help you guys with the marketing side. But it's interesting. I remember the staff saying, what can we do this and can we do that? And Bill and his team, kind of have their wheels turning like, I think we might be able to do that. So go ahead, Bill, why don't you tell us?
Well, that was a great day. Darren Jensen, the SMO, and Wendy got all of us together. You were there, Kasai, and the key was, or the problem that all of the leaders were bringing to them was, if we could just crack this problem of failure to launch. You sign up a distributor, and it takes so long to get them ramped up and get them trained. And if there was a way we could put something in their hands that would let them immediately begin prospecting. And lots of questions about could we build an app that that let a new distributor begin immediately to start texting out those great videos that the creative services team had developed. And yeah, as you recall, we talked about it, we said, yeah, we think we can do that. And that has always been the cornerstone of Jmobile. Even though we do a lot of other things, the key thing is, get that Jmobile in your new distributor's hands, sit with them. Within a couple of minutes, you can have them sending their first texting campaign of the Instantly Ageless video or some other video out to people right in their contact address book. Right, Kasaya? Do you remember all of those?
Absolutely, and that's really what our vision for the app was. It's income producing activities. So like Bill said, you have someone that joins a business, and the hardest thing is the failure to launch, or this I don't really want to talk to my friends or family. We have approach avoidance. And so the fact of the matter is we all know a ton of people, whether we like to admit it or not. All you have to do is look in your phone book. I mean, we all have a ton of contacts. So the concept was, how do you build a business? Well, you have to build a business through leads. And how do you get leads? You get leads by putting people through a funnel system. And so this whole concept was developed to take a new distributor who's just getting started in the business and start reaching out to people. Maybe it's their 10 best, their 10 easiest. And you guys can see this information also in your game plan that comes in your starter kit. So the J kit has an amazing manual in there called your game plan, and there's a lot of really good information in there too. So what happens? So you text out some videos and you send out some information, and now your new distributor rank advances. So you go from basic to executive, because the goal is to get your first 2 people within 48 hours. And then also your cab bonuses. So as you bring new people into the business, you're getting compensated for them coming in. And so your cab bonuses. So now you've got a distributor that just rank advanced and got money in their hands right away. And so really think it's important for you guys to know this isn't just an app. It's not just a piece of technology. It is an income producing vehicle for you to run and manage your business. So immediate concept of the app was, how do we help people get started using the contacts that are in their phone, get them making money and sharing the Jeunesse story right away. Second feature is, how do we communicate with people? We needed a communications app. So you've got multi-tiered communication, one coming from corporate to the distributor. So making sure that as a company, we're able to fill you guys in on what's happening in your business. You want to stay up to date with special alerts and important features that you need to know about. 2, being able to run and manage your business. Everything's syncing inside of your back office, making sure that you can run reports, sign up a new distributor, and do what you would normally do. So you don't have a laptop or computer. You can do it from your app. And then finally, your communication outward. So communicating to your downline, making sure that your teams are being communicated with through group SMS, and then also prospecting features, being able to text out these videos, being able to share social media campaigns, doing those features. So you've got multi-tiered communications and an app that we're tremendously proud of. Also new features that are coming. We love your feedback. Thank you for using this tool. Thank you for sharing and being an evangelist for it. We love all of your feedback, which has been incredible. So to go ahead and get started, Bill has his phone pulled up, so I am going to box him so that you see the screen, and we'll talk over it. So like I said, if you have questions, leave them in the sidebar at hangouts.jeunesseglobal.com. Bill, over to you.
Well, the first thing that we wanted to talk about, and it's on your agenda, is downloading the app. It's not any charge for Jmobile. It's available free on the iTunes App Store and on the Google Play Store. And if you'll just simply surf to joffice.jeunesseglobal.com, we put a link right here underneath the click here to log in. We put a link to the iTunes App Store, and if you're on an Android, it'll be a link to the Google Play Store. But you also can just simply search Jmobile on either of the stores, and it will come up that way too. So there's 2 good ways to find the app. And of course, once you've found the app, you download it, and you use your distributor name and log in for the J office or back office to log in to the app. So I've got a distributor, one of our demo distributors on here, and I'm going to go ahead and log in as Beauty by Ellie. She's a real entry-level distributor here, only has a few in her personally sponsored list. So sometimes it's a little depressing for a new person to look at that snapshot, but if they hang with the business, it'll really become a very big benefit to them. Now, one of the key things that we wanted to talk about, one of the first things was sharing a video on social media. You want to talk about why that's important, Kasaya, while I'm demonstrating the optimism. Every day we get a new optimism. Here's a beautiful one. I haven't seen this. That's exciting. Cool. Die with memories, not dreams. So, and Kasaya's team, by the way, are the group that's putting all these great optimism videos out there. So while I'm doing this, you want to talk about it, Kasaya? I'll share it to Facebook.
I would love to. So as you can see, Bill has Optimism pulled up. So just to be clear, there's 2 libraries that you can access inside of Jmobile. One is going to be your Optimism library. That, I believe, is still pending in the App Store. Bill, where are we with the library? Did that get released yet?
It it it's pending release.
Okay.
Heck, we should go look at that, eh?
Yeah, let's go
Um,
look and I'm gonna just explain to them what we're talking about. So inside of your Jmobile
no,
app, basically, it's not there yet.
yeah, December 28th, as you can see. So, but it's been pending for weeks, so it could be any second now.
Awesome. So we can't wait until that new update comes. And what's going to happen in the update is your optimism will go from just showing the one photograph. So right here, you're seeing one image that was done by the creative team that you can push out to your social media. And soon you'll be able to click on the library button and see the entire library of images that have gone through. So you can actually select one if you liked it, and then you have data to choose from that you want to push out. But right now they are scheduled a new optimism every single day. Why is that important? Because a lot of people don't know what to share on social media, and so this gives you something to share without obviously screaming Janess from the top of the hill. It's great content that people not only want, but they can't wait to consume. So inspirational quotes, motivational quotes, stuff like that, very important. So here is a sneak peek to the new library feature for optimism. So as you can see, beautiful images that you can just tap on. So let's say you want to select one of those images, you can tap on it and share it out. Also, I would just like to take personal responsibility for the fact that it's been pointed out several times that our images are quite feminine. So I am aggressively working with my team to create more gender neutral and generic and just basic imagery. So if you feel like it's very feminine, shout out to women everywhere, but we are working to even it out just a little bit. So go through your optimism, find the pictures that you like, save them down. And this is what's great about optimism. You can do whatever you want with these images. You can text it to a friend, share it on your Facebook wall, save the image down, and then post it on Instagram or other social networks. These images are so cool too. Save them down, put them on Pinterest. There's so many different ways that you can take these images and use them to market your business. But what Bill's going to show you right now is to be able to push this out on your Facebook wall. So by going into the app,
Facebook, yeah, Facebook or Twitter. And a lot of people ask about how do I post to Facebook? Well, if you're using an iPhone or an Android, that's all built right in. And all Jmobile does is leverage that connectivity between your Jmobile app and your iPhone's connection to the Facebook app, the Twitter app, the Pinterest app, the Instagram app. Whatever apps you're running are going to appear here when you go to share. So I'll just share this to my Facebook wall, my Facebook news feed. I can take the original quote or I can change it and post it. And if we pop over to Facebook and hope that, and
+1 for live demos. Go to your profile.
yeah, dangerous. But there it is. There's the one we just shared.
Perfection. So it's sharing in real time, which is awesome. And like Bill said, this is using your phone's native share feature. Okay, so I believe you can add LinkedIn. There's other ones you can add, but if you're like, okay, I want to share to Instagram, but Instagram doesn't pop up, then just save it down to your camera roll, open up Instagram, and then share it on your own recognizance. We talk a lot about social media integration because that's really important for a lot of people, especially as they get started in their business. It's one thing to create your list and then push stuff out, but you know, by sharing to social media, especially sharing a video out into your social networks, that makes it so simple to get a beautiful message out that's already been crafted, that you know is company approved. It's very, very high quality, getting it out to the most people. And why this is important is because it's different to do one-on-one as opposed to share a message to your entire news feed. So let's say the average person has what, 300 friends on Facebook or so. I mean, some of you guys have thousands of friends on Facebook. So you can easily do the same thing with videos, sharing them to your Facebook wall. So Bill, why don't you show them how easy it is to share the Instantly Ageless video right to Facebook?
Let's do that, Kasaya. You know, we're going to see a lot of things on this Jmobile menu, but the focus for today is how do you get that new distributor that you just signed up? How do you help them get active? We'll walk them through these steps, you know, posting an optimism to their Facebook wall and then posting an Instantly Ageless or another video that's one of your favorites. So we have our video campaigns, which are all the great videos that the marketing department has done. But let's select that Instantly Ageless video. And I want you to notice I'm not going to click next. I'm not going to click this info link I'm touching the bottom left share button with the instantly ageless video highlighted. And here again, it pops up my universal sharing tool. But look what it's going to do. It's going to wrap my instantly ageless video in my sales funnel wrapper, which we call our smart player. So I'm going to go ahead and post that to Facebook, and we will come back to Facebook so we can reload it and see what that looks like. And there it is, instantly ageless. And when any of my friends, and this is crazy, my daughter posted this on Facebook, and all of a sudden, Beauty by Ellie, which is our demo user, she posted the link, and it started blowing up with all of these hits to from all of her friends on Facebook. It's wild. About 40 people wanted to buy instantly ageless. So I'm going to touch this, and you'll see what your friends are going to see when they click on your Facebook link. They'll see your callback link. They'll see your text me link. Notice it's I'm not going to do this. They'll see a link to email you back. All of this comes from your profile in the back office, so be sure that's set up correctly. They'll see a link to your replicated website. If you have samples, they'll see your free sample link.
I love this feature, Bill. This is amazing. So what you just saw Bill was through his mobile device, through Jmobile, posting a video on Facebook that's not just a video, guys. We talk about this a lot. YouTube is like just distraction. I mean, it's unbelievable. But here you have something where people hit play. They've got call to action. The call to action is so important because people need lead. They need to know what to do next. And so being able to share that and have that functionality, Bill, I think is one of the most amazing features inside of this application, and what you guys are doing to continue to advance that is just really, really impressive. So thank you for making that possible. While we're talking about this, can you touch on the Android very quickly, because I know it's a little bit different. And guys, if you're watching from home and you're confused about this, that info, all that does is show you a preview of what you're about to share. So what you don't want to do is you don't want to hit the eye and then share that video, right? So that's not
Right.
skit, that's not in your wrapper. This is not how you want to share it, because you're not going to get that beautiful call to action. It's not going to be linked to your store. You want to make sure you are using the native share on your Android device and also on your iPhone, just like Bill showed you. And Bill, let's talk too very quickly about this being tracked versus sharing in a group. Can you touch on that for us?
This being tracked?
The links being tracked. So I know there's a lot of questions of, well, if I send the video this way or if I post a video this way, am I going to get a notification that people have watched it?
Yes, you will. Now, currently, you'll get an alert, and we'll show that in a second. But the new version of the player, which is launching, it's actually out there, but it's not fully online yet. The new version of our smart player, our call to action player, also replaces the landing pages from Generation Young. So it's full screen on a PC, or it looks the same on a mobile. And it also tracks what videos are watched, how far into the video the person watched, how many times they watched the video, not just that they opened the link, but did they watch the video? So that tracking is coming.
Awesome. So really, really in-depth analytics that our team is working to prepare and make available to you guys. Bill, that's outstanding.
Okay, so we shared this on Facebook. Now let's talk about sending it as a text, because that's where it gets really exciting. It's a mobile device. We know how many what the ratio is of opening text versus opening emails. We want to get these videos out via text. So before we send or talk about sending to a group, let's talk about how easy it is to select a video, hit next, and then instead of trying to send to a group, first I'm going to show you how simple it is to select from your local phone book, and we'll just plug in Kasaya. There she is. We'll just send it to Kasaya. Now, I could personalize this message with a note, or I can take the corporate default. Every video has a short snippet of information about the video that makes it easy for you to send it out without having to think about what to say. You can even personalize it, which I've done here. That's that name, squiggle bracket, name, squiggle bracket, comma. So we're going to go ahead and say next, and I'll send this. You know, it says, hey, Kasaya. That's where it replaced the name. And says it's been sent. Now,
oh, I got a text from Bill Harris. So here it is. Here's my phone. I just got a text. I'm going to open this, and it's, of course, from Bill. And it says, hey, Kasaya, and it's got a link to play the video. So I'm going to go ahead and open it up and show you guys what's coming through. So let's see if you can see the player and the Instantly Ageless video presented by Ellie Frederick. So that is what I just got to my phone.
Yeah.
Awesome. In real time. And this is coming from your mobile device, guys. Very important to know that Bill is using his phone, and I have his number in my phone, and he just texted me, which did not come from an SMS short code or something internet-based. It simply came from his device to my device, phone number to phone number, if that makes sense.
And I don't know if everyone caught it, but I did get an alert on my mobile device that Kasaya J had opened my video. There you can see your lead, Kasaya J, opened Instantly Ageless live demo video and the date and time. Jmobile also alerts you if you get a new personal enrollee. You can see here where we were testing last week on some things. So Beauty got a whole bunch of enrollees. Unfortunately for her, they had to be deleted. But,
and
anyway.
Alerts are in there. That's fantastic. So, and I know we've had people question what else is coming, what's going in there. They have some great suggestions on what alerts should be added. So guys, we're definitely taking notes on your feedback for the alert feature as well.
Okay, so we've shared an optimism photo on Facebook. We've shared a video on Facebook. We've sent a video as a text message to a single friend. But now let's talk about the final vision that Wendy and Darren gave us for this app, which was to be able to send a whole group of people a text message. So we're going to look at this manage groups, okay? And we're going to I'm not going to mess with what's there. I'm just going to add a new group. I'll call it Instantly Ageless.
Some ideas for groups too, guys, while Bill's setting this up. Think product. You know, who would be interested in a specific product that you have? That could be a group. Like we talked about, your top 10, your 10 easiest, kids you went to college with. It could be whatever you want it to be. So think through your groups whenever you're grouping people, and remember that Jmobile wasn't created to send 5,000 text messages at one time. It was created to specifically target, market people that are in your device or new people that you meet, and there's a multitude of ways of doing this. So what Bill's going to do with Instantly Ageless is maybe add some people to that group that he thinks might really be interested in this product. So this would be product. Some people might be interested in the opportunities. Some people might be interested in, you know, building their business through social media or having an internet business. So it just depends on what you're looking to do as far as creating your groups, and you can really get creative with this. I see your questions coming in, by the way, guys. Definitely will address some of these. They're fantastic. I want to say good morning. Thanks for tuning in. All of you who are live, appreciate having you here. We love your feedback. We love interacting with you. So definitely leave those questions, leave those comments. We'll be addressing those shortly.
We'll add Kasaya into our group too. You see, we can make a group as big as we want. And so now I've created a group that's got 4 people in it. So let's take a look at how we could send out, I'll go ahead and send them a different video. I know I called it the Instantly Ageless, but I really like the Secret of Janess. And incidentally, these top 6 videos, they're really, really first class, and that's kind of why they sit in the top 6 list. But we'll send that secret of Jeunesse, which takes someone through the whole spectrum of the business, the opportunity, the products, and I'm going to touch that one and I'm going to click next, and I'm going to select my group and I'm going to click next, and I'm going to go ahead and personalize this. I'll type in hey, and then to put the name in, I'm going to touch that little person down there at the bottom below the X, and that inserts the code for name, and I'll put a space. All right, and so I've created my message. Jmobile is going to remember my message. So the next time I send this video, it will default to, hey, name, watch this Secret of Jeunesse video. Now I'm going to hit next, and here's my 4 people. Let me review it, and we'll hit send, and it will just start iterating through each name on the list, even though 3 of them are not real people. And there you can see we've sent our first campaign. And I've been in group meetings there at corporate where I've watched distributors walk new enrollees through this, and they walk out of there in the first 10 minutes with their phones chiming with so-and-so has opened your video, and they actually have some leads that are people they know to follow up with. So, you know, this is kind of gets me through, Kasaya, the key things I wanted to cover. What did I leave out?
Let's take a look at personalizing your message, the intuitive remember text feature. Yes, we talked about that, being able to change the text, but also that the system remembers. So maybe you don't like the message that corporate has in there. They've got it pre-populated with just a very short snippet, but if you edit that, it will remember it and save it. Bill, the last thing that I want to talk about, I know we're already at the 12:30 mark, such incredible information today, talking about how this all syncs with JOffice and My Leads, just so that people know if a lead were to come in or if we were to add a new lead to our group, that it would all sync simultaneously in our back office and our My Leads area.
Absolutely, and that area is called Manage Leads. You've got your normal leads. This is so you can take decisive action, mobile-based action on a lead, like send them a sign-up link, send a free sample link if you have samples in inventory. But we have this Manage Leads, which is the full sales funnel lead tracking and management tool. And this is where you can go in and actually completely manage the leads, keep tabs on them, look at the stats. This is where your stats will show up, although I don't have any stats yet. It's actually the live stats now. Ooh, I am getting stats. They're turned on now, by the way, Kasaya.
I love it when it's live and we get the news right on the spot. It's fantastic. That's great.
So if I were to go into an individual lead, and that one doesn't have an email address, so I don't have any, let me get somebody with a, so we see we can get to there, and this is all in your back office too. All kinds of good information about the lead, whatever's in your phone, but then you can create next steps, you can take notes on them, you can send out a drip marketing campaign. We have the product 6 email product campaign. We could take a look at what that looks like. If I would go here it is. Now that I've selected it, so I would just touch Start Campaign to start a drip marketing campaign to them. I can even preview what those email messages are going to look like. So
that's amazing, all on your mobile device too, which is really powerful. So I see your questions coming in, guys. So here's a couple pointers for you. Bill and I went through the My Leads area, I believe it was January 3rd. So if you go back to previously recorded Hangouts, in the description area, you can see what topics were covered. So January 3rd, we touched in detail the My Leads area and how to use the sampling program. Also, very important if you get a chance to take a look at that. Also, this is live today, but it will be recorded. So I see a lot of people saying, you're going way too fast, slow it down for me. No worries. You can always rewind and kind of go through the video as often as you want to kind of get all of the details down as far as Jmobile goes. Bill, can you pull up your phone, because I see several really good questions, and I think it would be easier if you can share your device again so we can definitely show these people how to make these adjustments. First of all, I'm on hangouts.jnesglobal.com now, so hello, Michelle. Yes, absolutely, we will be recorded. Colleen says, I have an iPhone, but I don't have the Facebook icon. How can I get it? So a lot of people are saying that their phone, their device isn't showing the native icon. So Bill, if you go to Jmobile and we select an Optimism image, and we want to share, if you scroll over, move Facebook just to the right a little bit. Okay, see where that more is? So if you guys are only getting Twitter, this is your native activity inside of your device. By Bill just kind of pushing those icons over, we've selected that we want Twitter and Facebook to come up on that native share button. So that's simply how you turn those on. You go to share, and this is your device. Now any website or anything you open, you'll have the same functionality. If you did not have Twitter and Facebook turned on, you do that by tapping on the little more button and then turning on the access to those activities. So you see Bill just removed Facebook, doesn't have Facebook anymore. Hit that more, make sure those are turned on. That should solve it for you if you're on an iPhone, and now you have Facebook and Twitter being able to share from your native device.
Well, it is important that you also have downloaded the Facebook app to your mobile device and that you're logged into it and that you're using it, because of course it can't be turned on if it's not loaded on your device.
Correct. That's a fantastic point, Bill. Thank you for pointing that out. Definitely want to have those downloaded. Definitely want to be using them. Get your message out in multiple ways. Okay, Michelle also says, how do I change the video being sent to Facebook from my personal page to my like page? I believe she's talking about sharing to a fan page. And Bill, that's something that we've definitely been brewing on. We've been talking a lot. Why don't we talk a little bit about the auto drip campaign that will be coming inside of Optimism? You've got that pulled up on your phone, so why don't we just dive in there super quick?
Yes, we're working on the auto drip feature, which will be you'll control it on your phone and set it up and opt into it on your mobile device, but it'll be done by our servers, and it will auto drip the daily Optimism to one of initially 4 social media outlets: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and one other one we're looking at. But we're scheduled to have that online sometime in March. For Facebook, we are including the ability to auto drip to your fan page. We'll look into the option of being able to post a video to your fan page. Does that answer the question?
Absolutely, and very exciting features coming up for that, so very much looking forward to it. How and where do we set up our profile in JOffice to show presented by? Gladys, hello, thank you for joining us. That is under your My Profile area in your back office. Oh, another good question, Bill. Emmeline, hello, thank you for joining us. She says, is it possible to send something directly to Messenger on Facebook? That's a great question. To do that, you will need JSocial, which is a paid service inside of Jeunesse. Bill, any suggestions on that? I don't know how she would be able to send it to Messenger directly from her phone unless she copied and pasted the link.
She could do that, though. That's an excellent concept. The profile area, if you go into your JOffice, you've got several fields you can edit. All of these fields are used by Jmobile, and one of the fields is name on website, if I could find it.
There it is, right on the top left, Bill. Go back down. Yeah, on the left-hand side. Oh, the other way. I guess that would be up. I'm on a Mac, so I tend to think the other way. There you go. Name on website right there.
Yeah, there we go. So I can change that. If I change that, immediately the presented by will change.
That's good to know too, guys. That's editable. So great. You know, if you want to use a different name than is on your checks, go for it.
Yeah, we'll see what we got here. Beauty by Elle, it was Ellie Frederick. So
it updated.
yep.
Perfect. Bill, one other thing that I wanted to cover, I'm actually going to try to share my screen here because I put up the screenshots. Another question that we get, and I know we've showed iPhone today and there are slight tweaks in Android. I just wanted to show people because I have a lot of Android users that I don't believe are sharing the video properly because they'll say when they share the video, it's not in that wrapper. It doesn't
Yeah.
have the skin. So I'm looking for the screenshots that I actually posted on Jworld. By the way, guys, go to facebook.com/Jworld and like that fan page. We post a lot of great information on our Jworld tools. So definitely want to connect there. Lots of great questions that are always answered on there. Good advice that doesn't get on the actual official fan page, but goes for our tool specific that you'll want to take a look at. All right, Bill, you can maybe touch on that while I'm looking for this photo. I know there are slight differences between Android
Yeah,
and
let me.
iPhone. Are there any off the top of your head you could tell everybody about?
Well, it works very similar, almost identical to the iPhone, except the Android Universal Share button is it's a link that branches out like this, and that's kind of confusing because the icon we used on the Android is not the Android Universal Share, but that is the share button that you've got circled in green. So I'm glad you brought this up. We are fixing this, but currently it's a little confusing. You want to go into the video and share using that green checkerboard square, which is, this is just really embarrassing. So let's don't talk about this anymore. I'm sorry, Android folks. We'll fix this.
If you are an Android user, we still love you. I made a New Year's resolution that I would stop judging people who used Android. So we love you. We're going to take care of you and get that fixed up for you. So
we better because Android is about of all the mobile devices, Android has about 60% of the market, and iPhone only has about 40%. So we have to take care of the Androids.
We absolutely do. I actually might go to the dark side here in just a little bit too, just to increase my skill set a little bit for this year. Okay, so there are a lot of other questions coming in. It is at the 12:40 mark right now. Bill, do you want to take a little bit of time to answer a couple more questions?
We certainly can. I know we try to keep these to a half hour, so we're already getting way past. But go ahead.
No, I think a lot of your questions, guys, are really, really great questions. I see them coming in. So I'm going to hop over there. I will respond personally to the questions that you're leaving. Next week, I want you to tune in. We will dive a little bit deeper today. High-level overview, basic functionality. Now you at least have an application that's free for you to use for business building activities. Remember, income producing activities. A lot of people who are in business essentially want to earn money, and so you have to take the appropriate actions to get your business in front of the right eyeballs. So I highly encourage you, get your new people using this, text out the videos, get the word out that you have a new business and you have incredible products and a great opportunity. So I encourage you to do that. Next week, we'll dive a little bit further into the app. There's also other features on there. I know so many new people are joining our family. You have questions about signing people up. You have questions about JSocial, what the difference is inside of there. So we've got a working list of things that need to be addressed. So I appreciate you coming on to our Hangouts Live. I appreciate you sharing this with your downline and your team so that they can watch the replay information that they need that will really help them be successful. So Bill, any closing comments before we hang up today?
No, but I sure do. Nothing specific, but I sure do want to thank everybody for all the great comments and questions, and I'll work with you, Keziah, to make sure we get them all answered. And I look forward to the next Hangout. We're gonna cover some additional features, and I did do a video for everybody that just kind of walks real slow through each of these things we covered today. So hopefully that'll help. And we're just changing things so fast, it's hard to keep the documentation side of things up to speed with where our programming is at. So forgive us, we will get caught up on all of our documentation soon.
Absolutely. And in the meantime, keep hanging out with us because we love you. You are a part of our family. We want to see you be tremendously successful this year in 2015. Again, thanks so much for tuning in with us. I hope you have an incredible, incredible weekend. If you do have questions, please leave them in the sidebar at hangouts.jnesglobal.com. I can't wait to see you next week on our Hangout. Again, Bill Harris, our Director of Technical Services. Bill, thank you for your time and expertise today. Appreciate so much what you and your team do for our company. And I'm Keziah J. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.